Hi there and welcome to this fun little short video on how to upcycle some different silk and satin pieces into a big nice 2-layered scarf. And you can use it for many things. You can use it as a scarf, you can use it as a headband, and it's just so nice and fun and lovely to wear. Yes, a headband. Very, very nice. So basically I had a lot of little leftover silk satin pieces left from my grandmother, and yeah, they had been saved for a long time. It was actually really fun to finally get hold of them because they really smelled just like her living room, and it was so cozy and so nice to just get back to that. So I made sure to cut them in the same height, and then just basically just stitched them together on my serger. First some long rows, different long rows, and then I just managed to trim those long rows after because I hadn't cut them exactly to the same height. And then after that you can stitch the long rows together, and then you can see how big a piece of fabric you actually have. So these are my super long rows of the of the nice squares, and I'm just trying to see how to place them and just trimming them a little bit. I'm going to create something that's as wide as that. And you can always then turn that into some kind of square, and then you can always alter the dimensions of that later on depending on what you want to make. I wasn't quite sure at this point what I actually wanted to do, but along the way I kind of thought that it could be fun to make this double layered scarf because also there would be a lot of seams on the back of it, so I wanted to hide that towards the back so you couldn't see it. So right now I'm just trimming them so they are all the same height, and that way I can stitch them together again. Super easy, super nice. And with a serger it just, yeah, it goes so quick. It's very, very fast. And it's so nice that all those little pieces are cut off at the same time. And I love how mismatched it actually is. I'm not too worried about things matching up. I think it's much more fun when you just add completely random things together. And then it was just fun to only use the stuff that my grandmother had saved, because I guess, you know, she liked these different colors. She liked this fabric. She wanted to do something with it, and unfortunately she never had the time, so then it was up to me, and that was very nice to finish something for her. So this is then the big piece of fabric that I got from all those little pieces, and it looks cool, and if I'd had some more I would have loved to make a dress from it. But right now I'm just going to stitch it together to a scarf. So I'm going to stitch it closed almost, but I'm just going to leave the tiniest little opening. So you can see here I've got one side, and then I'm doing the other. And then of course one side is folded, so I only need to stitch 3 sides. And then the last tiny bit on the third side I'm not going to stitch together. Instead I'm going to fold it out to front and then hand sew it, or stitch it on the machine. You can also do that. So this is folding it out to front, and then we've got, yeah, just the corners, making them nice and pointy. Then we've got the opening here, so I'm just going to fold the ends in towards the back, putting in a pin, and then you can do it by hand or you can do it on the machine. That is totally up to you. I've got my little hand sewing needle here, and then I'm just stitching it shut. And that is it. That is how you can make such a fun, cool scarf out of a lot of little pieces. And remember, you can use old blouses, you can use other old scarves, you can use tiny little remnant pieces. Then you just have to, yeah, stitch more pieces together to make something that's big enough to make something large from. But that's also fun because then you can gather things for a long time, and then suddenly you have enough to make that big project. So I hope you're inspired to make something on your own, and thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.